Worker strikes and protests are a regular sight in Nigeria. It is often the most powerful tool used by labor unions to mount pressure on their employers to force a change in policy or address their demands. While strikes and protests in the organized private sector in Nigeria are minimal, issues involving workers' welfare, conditions of service and unpaid salaries have often pitched workers against the government. From the education sector to health, from petroleum to the power sector, workers in these critical sectors of the economy have at one time or the other downed tools with far-reaching economic and humanitarian consequences.
Minister of Education, okay.
As a chief conciliator, the Ministry of Labor and Employment is often at the receiving end. And in this conference room, agreements have been sealed with workers, some implemented, others breached, thereby re-energizing the circles of strikes and protests.
The disputes are many on our plates, but we take them one after the other, and by grace of God and cooperation of workers here, my staff members, we have been able to weather the storm. We can say that the government has done very well in terms of managing industrial relations.
As a unionist, I believe that the performance of government with respect to industrial issues in the country is disappointing.
The health sector is one critical segment of the society that has witnessed a series of industrial actions in recent times. Some union leaders in this sector do not believe that the government is handling industrial disputes in the sector properly.
If you could recall, we had a session with the President and Commander-in-Chief, where the President and Commander-in-Chief even said, okay, go and resolve these issues. And as I speak with you, those 5 minimum demands have not been met. There are strikes everywhere. I think that does not tell, or that does not give a good picture of industrial relations management.
But the government believes it is doing its best to manage industrial disputes because it realizes the economic impact of workers' strike.
We have tried to manage strike to the best of our analysis, but strike in itself does not make for productivity anymore. It does not help an economy to grow. Instead, it draws back an economy.
Incessant strike can pull down the country's economy, considering the impact of the absence of workers from their duty posts. Hence, the need to minimize strikes cannot be overemphasized.